Right, first question. Question number 1 is like a small questions. They are short answer questions, we can say. So all of you write first one. Theory question actually. So let me see that how many of you are able to answer. Right. The displacement of a moving object. The displacement of a moving object. The displacement of a moving object in a given interval of time. In a given interval of time is 0. Do you all understand it? The displacement of a moving object in a given interval of time is what? 0. Would the distance traveled by the object also be 0? That is what is the question. So you all people knows. I already taught you that. So would the distance traveled by the object is also 0?
No, sir.
Your answer.
No, sir.
Justify. Yeah. Justify your answer.
No, sir.
Yes, everybody. So we all knows that displacement can become a 0, but who cannot be become 0 always? Distance. That is what. So let us see according to the question. So is it distance? Would the distance traveled by the object will be 0? Answer is what? Yes or no? No.
No.
Understand? So why it is no? You can see
Sir,
because
because
the distance is not 0. Understanding? So why it is also we can prove it. So as we know, distance is a vector quantity or scalar quantity. Everybody.
the distance is
Scalar.
scalar.
Scalar quantity.
So let me take now. This is a point A. Now the object is moved from point A to point B. So according to the question, the displacement of a moving object in a given interval of time is 0. Means in the sense of body reaches to the which point? Body went to somewhere and again it came back to what? Again it came back to the same initial point. So when the displacement is 0, we all knows that initial position is equals to what?
Final position.
Initial
Final
position is equals to final position of the object. Then we can say displacement. Displacement, I will write DISP. Displacement is equals to 0 because body is reaches here only. So what do you mean by displacement? Definition we all knows. Shortest path.
Shortest length.
Shortest path
Body.
between
Point to
2 points.
point.
Yeah, between 2 points. So that is what we can say. So as it is according to the question, they are saying that displacement is 0 means I can assume that body traveled to the B point and it came back to the which point? Came back to the A point.
A point.
That is why displacement is 0. But by the time distance, of course, displacement is a vector quantity, so that direction is also matters. So displacement will be 0. But distance will never be 0 because when the initial and final positions of a moving body, of course, coincide each other, then the displacement is 0, but you can see the distance will never be 0. Suppose if I take A to B some x meters, then B to C also, sorry, B to A also is how many meters? It will be x meters only.
X meters.
Understanding? So then what is the displacement traveled by the body? Displacement is equals to 0. But what about the distance? DIST. Distance is equals to what? X plus x, which is equals to how much, guys? 2x. 2x meters. Are you clear, everybody? Understood or not? That is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please. So displacement of a body can be 0, but distance of a body cannot be 0. Okay. Sorry, displacement of it cannot be 0. That is what you have to remember. Okay. That is what. So please write it. This is the question number 1. Complete and tell.
Sir, x meters by that is also x meters, sir.
By illa mari. A to B is, I'm assuming as let distance between them is x meters. Clear?
Yes,
A
sir.
to B.
Yes,
Then
sir.
B to A is also what? Same, x meters. Correct or not?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because
sir.
again body went to B and it came back to again A. Means in the sense of same equal distance it is covering. Yes or no? A to B, whatever it is, from B to A is also same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Completed?
Yes,
Completed,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
No,
Next
sir.
question. Make it quick, everybody. Second question. How will the equations of motion for an object? Sam, understand, Sam? Right now. Lingesh, clear Lingesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Others, some people are making noise. So please mute yourself. It will be disturbance. How will the equations of motion for an object moving with a uniform velocity changes, with a uniform velocity change. They are asking if a
Change
body,
in velocity.
yeah, not Mari, if a velocity is uniform, then how the equations of motion will modify? That is what the question. So let me see who is having thinking skills. First of all, Mr. Kishore, you have to tell me all the three equations of motion, please. First equation of motion. Mr. Kishore, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me. First
First
equation of
equation,
motion.
B
V is
is
equals
equal to
to
U plus 8.
U plus
U
8.
plus 8.
Very good. Second equation.
S is equal to
S is equals to UT plus half
UT plus half 80,
30 square.
80 square.
Third equation.
B
V
square
square
minus U
minus
square
U square is equals to
is
2AS.
2AS.
Now, let me see, Mr. Lingesh, what you understand the question? What they are asking? Anybody can you explain, Mr. Pranav? What you understand from the question? They are asking how these equations will be modified when the velocity of the body is what? How the velocity of the body? Everybody check it. Velocity of the body is
Uniform.
what? Uniform.
Uniform.
Now, anyone else, boys, anybody can tell me if it is body is in uniform velocity or constant velocity, somebody is zero. Anybody
Sir,
can?
initial and final will be same, sir.
Yes, Mari, that is what is the smartness. That is what I'm expecting from everybody. Sanjay, understand, Sanjay? Please respond, Sanjay. It's very, very intelligent question. You have to be. So if a body is moving with a uniform velocity, initial and final velocity is same, then somebody will become zero. Who is that, Lingesh? Can you guess, Pranav?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. Very good, Nivedan. So if a body is moving, that is what it is. If a body is moving with a uniform velocity, clear? Then who is zero? Everybody.
Acceleration.
Acceleration.
Acceleration A is equals to 0. So can you modify the equations? How the equations will be modified? First equation, if A is 0 means A into T is 0, then how the equation will modify? V equals to U. Mari is already told this. Next, second equation, again A is 0. A is 0 means entire term will go. Then S is equals to what? Everybody?
T.
T. Then third equation, again A is 0, entire term will goes. So what is that? V square
square minus
is equals to 0. So from that I can say V square is equals to U square. Is it right or wrong? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That is
sir.
only they are asking. If a body is in uniform velocity, how these three equations will be modified? That's all is the question. Is it interesting? Clear? Everybody? That's all it is.
So one doubt, sir.
Yes, Mari.
First one, y sir, you took as v is equal to u. The time is also being considered, no, sir?
Yes, Mari. 0 into anything, what, Mari?
0, sir.
0, that's all. Then A, correct? It is a multiplication, correct? A into T, 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, every equation, same thing. A is in multiplication. So A into 0, 0. A into 0, everything 0.
0.
That's why. It's clear?
Yes, sir.
That is what. Okay. Any doubt, anybody can ask. Understood, Amma? Now, next question is very, very important question. You should modify displacement and time graph into velocity into time graph. So you have to be very smart. Unless if you are smart enough, you cannot solve. Yesterday only I taught you how to modify displacement and time graph into velocity time graph. Yesterday class, do you remember? Yes.
So 1 minute go friends.
You have to write fastly. I cannot. You have to speed up according to me. Okay. Next question.
Okay, sir.
Question number 3. Shall we start now, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Alpine
Sir.
completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Lakshay, you are having some disturbance. Please mute. Anyone having anything, you can ask me. Sanjay, clear, Sanjay, this question? Right now. Next question. A girl walks along a straight path. A girl walks along a straight path to drop a letter in the letter box and come back to her initial position. So if we come back to her initial position, means displacement is what?
0.
0. That is what you have to understand. Okay. Now, her displacement time graph is shown in the figure. Her displacement time graph, I will give the graph. Her displacement time graph is shown in figure. Plot a velocity time graph, and very, very important, and 11th class you'll be having this concept again. Unless you're having a very high level thinking skills, you cannot. Mari, we all studied velocity time graph, displacement time graph and all. Do you remember? How
Yes,
the
sir.
graphs will come? Everybody clear? Mr. Kishore, Agalya, Shivani. So based upon that concept
sir.
only, we are going to modify it. Most important concept it is. Okay. So now they are asking, see, they are giving the displacement and time graph, and they are asking us to modify that graph into what? Velocity time graph. Clear?
Velocity.
So that is what. So let us, the given graph I will draw you now. So you also neatly draw. So the given graph is displacement and time graph. Everybody should take the proper notes and everything you have to do it. Anybody having anything doubt, you can ask me. The graph is given like this. You can check it, all of you. Okay, Mari.
Yes, sir.
This is the graph is given. All of you observe. exactly triangle it will be, looks like. So now the values I'm inserting, all of you check it. So here 0, okay, here is the 50, here is the 100, okay. This is the time axis, and this is actually 100. So what axis it is? Displacement axis. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Displacement will measure in what? Displacement will measure in meters.
Meter.
Meters. Meters. That is what it is. So this is the given graph. Okay. So this is the time axis. So time will measure in what? Seconds.
Seconds.
So that is what they are asking. So now we have to find it. We have to convert this displacement time graph into velocity time graph. Shall we start doing, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Now,
okay.
yeah, Mari, tell me.
Sir, no, sir, I didn't see the displacement that hundreds is.
Yeah, 100. Can you able to see it or not? Now, see here, she started, let me general case we can discuss according to the question. She started from her home and she went to a post office. Okay, that is the A point and this is the B point. So you might be understand from the question, what is the distance between A and B? A and B, what is the distance? 100 meters.
50.
Yes or no? And he put the letter in the letter box and he again she came back. So that what is the displacement again? Oh, sorry, what is the distance she traveled again? 100 meters.
100.
Understand, Agalya? She is at 0. She is at her home. She went to the post office and she put the letter and again she came back to her home. Do you all understand it, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, first case, how much time she has been taken from A to B? The time taken to, according to the graph, time taken to travel
50 seconds.
50 seconds.
Seconds.
And again coming back also, how much it is? 50
50
seconds.
seconds.
Clear?
2
Now you
seconds.
can see. We have to convert this into what? We have to convert this one into velocity time graph. Yes or no, guys?
So, doubts, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, on what, sir?
Sir, 100 seconds is done, no, sir. That's for what, sir?
Mari, this is T1, Mari. Okay, wa? T1 is equals to 0. Purima, understood?
Yes.
T2 is equals to 50 seconds. So by the time of 50 seconds, she reached to the post office. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is T3. Again, T3 is equals to 100 seconds. Now, from 100 to 50, what is the difference? 50 seconds only, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then T3, she has been again back to the initial position. Okay, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now you have to find it. So velocity of the girl from time 0 to 50 seconds. What is the velocity? We have to find it velocity so that then only we can draw velocity time graph. So what is the velocity of a girl from 0 to 50 seconds? Everybody? So velocity of a girl from 0 to, that is what? Velocity of a girl from time t is equals to 0,
2 meter per
2 is equals to 50. How much, guys? 2 is equals to 50. Lingesh, how much it will be? Velocity is equals to, we all knows. So this is the final velocity, sorry, final displacement, initial displacement, and this is final time and initial time. What will come, guys? All of you. Velocity means what? Displacement by time. So what is the displacement of a girl? Everybody?
100.
100. Understanding? Divided by time taken, how much? 50 minus
50.
0, which is equals to 100 minus 100 divided by 50. So which is equals to how much, guys?
Per second.
2 meter
Yes.
per second.
2 meter.
2.
Clear? 2 meter per second. That is her velocity when she is going from home to post office. Is it okay, guys? Mari, Sanjay? Understood? So continuously she traveled with what velocity? Till from home to post office. Everybody.
2 meter per second.
Velocity. Constant velocity 2 meter per second. Next. So it is a positive or negative? So it is a positive or negative? Positive.
Positive.
Understanding? So it is a constant and positive velocity. Up to where? What time? Up to what time? Up to t is equals to how many seconds? Agalya? Up to
3
50
seconds.
seconds. Clear? Now, see, initially when she is in her home, what is the point, meter scale, 0. Understanding, Mari? Displacement is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to 0. And she went to post office. Now, at this point, what is the scale measurement? 100 meters. Yes or no? So that is what journey. Now, when she is reverse, she is at 100 meters. And finally, she came to what? She came to what?
0.
0.
Initial position.
Yes, initial position. So, velocity of the girl from 50 seconds to 100 seconds. Can you find it? Velocity of a girl from 50 seconds. 50 at 50 seconds, what is her position? Check it, everybody. At 50 seconds, what is her position? 0 or 100? 0 or
100.
100? 100.
100.
So here displacement is equals to 100 minus 0 divided by 50 minus 0. Now same way here, velocity of a girl from 50 seconds to t is equals to how many seconds? Everybody, t is equals to 100 seconds. Clear? Now what is her position at 50 seconds? Everybody tell me. So velocity is equals to displacement by time. So at 50 seconds, what is her position? Everybody, Mari?
4 meter.
100 meters. And 100 seconds, what is our position? 0. Clear? So we have to take always what? Final minus initial or initial minus final?
Final
Final
minus
minus-
initial.
Final minus initial. Okay. So what is her final position? She came to what? Back to 0. Hey, time will ra displacement ra displacement. She came back to 0. And what is her initial position? 100 divided by final time is 100 minus initial time is 50. Is it okay? Clear? Shivani? Sangamitra?
Yes, sir.
That is what you have to remember. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, any doubt? Please respond. So 0 minus
Minus 2
100
meter per second, sir.
minus 100 divided by 50. So what is our velocity? Coming term?
Minus 2
2 meter per second. Okay, not square, 2 meter per second. Understand, Nivedan, Kishore?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
sir.
going time, she went with how?
Sir, 100 minus 0 only, no, sir.
Mari, always you have to take initial minus final, Mari. Initial for 0 to 50, this is her initial point. Clear? And
Yes,
this is her
sir.
final point. So that,
Yes.
now what we are taking final minus initial, and this is her final time, and this is her initial time. Now, when she is starting reverse journey, what is that initial point? Initial point is 100. Is it yes or no? And final
Yes, sir.
point is 0. Clear? And final time is 100 and initial time is 50. Then what will come? Final minus initial divided by final time minus initial time. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
That's all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Mari, we all knows in the graph. This is increasing acceleration and this is decreasing acceleration. Yes or no? Here A
Yes,
is
sir.
equals to positive and here A is equals to what? Negative.
Negative.
Purema?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what you have to remember. So what is our velocity from the second 50 seconds? From 50 to 100? Minus 2 meter per second. Okay, everybody? This is plus 2 meter per second and this is minus 2 meter per second. So it is a constant velocity or variable velocity? Everybody? Constant velocity or variable velocity? What is that, Ra?
Variable.
It is a constant negative velocity. Okay, Nivedan? Understood?
Sir,
Tell me, Shivani.
sir, I can't understand from 50 to 100, sir.
50 to 100 at 50 seconds. What is your initial point, Shivani? You are at post office. Understanding? Means what is a meter scale? 100. Correct?
Yes,
At
sir.
50 seconds, you are at 100 point. And after 100 seconds, you came to what point? 0 point. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So always you will take final minus initial or initial minus final.
Minus initial.
Then what is your final point after 100 seconds? 0. At 50 seconds, what is your initial point? 100. So 0 minus 100 and final time is 100 and initial time is 50. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. See first half of this graph. Only this half. This is positive. So initial point is 0. final point is 100. And initial time is 0 and final time is 50. Okay, Shivani? So we'll get positive velocity. Now, second half, you have to see this part only alone, only this part. Now, what is your initial point, Shivani? Initial point is 100 or 0? 100. Correct?
100.
Initial point is 100. And what is your final point? Final point is 0.
0.
And what is your initial time? Initial time is 50. Final time is what? 100.
100.
So then what will happen? Initial minus final minus initial divided by final time minus initial time. So means 0 minus 100 divided by 100 minus 50. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
That's all. Clear? Yes, please.
sir.
Everybody understood or not? Mari, Lingesh. Yes, please. Everybody. So it is a constant positive velocity up to 50 seconds. And it is a constant negative velocity from where to where, guys? From 50 to?
How you can say it is a
100 seconds.
constant, sir?
Mari, it is a straight line, Mari. It is not a constant. A straight line means it's a constant only, correct?
Yes, the constant, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Then what else?
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying anything new. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
So all of you observe 0 to 50 seconds, it is girl is positive. Velocity of a girl is positive from 0 to 50 seconds. Okay, up to 50 seconds positive. From 50 to 100, it is a negative. So we have to draw velocity time graph. Shall we draw now? Check it here. How to draw? So it's a constant velocity. Agalya, can you tell me in constant velocity means the line is what? It's a parallel to which axis? Velocity time graph. Anybody? Yes, please. Velocity time graph.
Parallel to
It is
x-axis.
constant velocity means it is a
Velocity constant.
velocity constant. Purema, Lingesh, just wait. I will show you. You understood or not? Tell me, Lingesh. So I can take the graph. Midpoint is 0, and above what will come, guys? Constant velocity +2 or -2. It is the +2. Some disturbance. Some people. I am getting irritating. Please mute. If you are not able to speak, leave it. Just text me chart. Next, down what will be there? Everybody. -2. Clear? Mari? So that
Yes,
is
sir.
the velocity. So velocity meter per second. So this is positive velocity and this is negative velocity. Now, tell me till 50 seconds. It is the positive or negative? Till 50 seconds. Positive or negative?
Positive.
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 And it is a constant velocity. So constant velocity means constant velocity. 1 minute, Lingesh, I will explain. Constant velocity means it is how it is parallel to x-axis or parallel to which axis? Why velocity time?
Parallel to x-axis.
Parallel to x-axis. Everybody remembered? Yes. So it will be parallel to x-axis till what point?
50.
Time
50
is equals to 50 seconds. Okay. Everybody, time is equals to 50 seconds. It is parallel. Now again from 50 to 100 seconds. How it is? Minus or plus?
Negative, sir.
Negative. Negative will come where? Minus, down or up?
Downwards. Downwards.
Down it will.
Down.
Okay, this is what it is. Now from here to here, I will just imagine imaginary line, dotted lines I will combine so that it will be like just for imagination, guys. Nothing is there. I'll make it into dotted lines. Clear, Mari? How the graph will come? Lingesh, Kishore. Now Lingesh is having doubt. Can you answer
Understood.
Lingesh? What is your doubt? Tell me, Lingesh.
Sir, in the distance time graph only, sir.
1 minute. This you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, -2 +2. So okay, what is your exact doubt? You can ask me, Lingesh. I will explain.
Sir, what is the total distance, sir?
Total distance is 200 meters if you want, but they are not asking distance, correct? They are giving displacement and time.
Displacement.
Understand, Lingesh?
Yes, but displacement is in this case 0 only, no, sir.
Oh, we are not taking everything. We are taking from A to B and later from B to A. Separately we are taking. That is what they are giving. Of course, I know final displacement is equals to 0. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Final displacement is equals to 0. Now they are asking what? Convert this displacement time graph into velocity time graph. That is what is the question. Understand, Lingesh? They are not asking either displacement is 0 or not. So what we are doing? From her home to post office, we got positive velocity which is equals to plus 2 meter per second. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
From post office to her home, she got what velocity?
Minus 2.
Minus 2 meter per second. That's what we are representing in the form of velocity time graph. That's all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
We are doing. Okay.
the answer velocity graph.
Yeah. This is the answer. Clear, everybody? Sanjay, Pranav.
Sir, you need to draw a line down now, sir.
Yes, Maria, I have drawn the line here.
Sir, can we draw in a cross manner?
You cannot draw. How you will draw? It is velocity time graph, Mari. It has to be followed the conditions, correct? Velocity time graph parallel to x-axis means what is the acceleration is equals to what? Constant velocity.
Zero.
Acceleration is what? Zero.
Zero.
It must be parallel to x-axis. Yes or no, Agalya? Shivani?
Yes, sir. Sir, then where is the jointing line, sir?
This joining line, what? What joining line? This is a line. Till
Sir, that's a dotted, no, sir.
that is a dotted line. No joining line, Mari. Till 50 seconds, it will go in a positive plus 2 velocity, plus 2 meter per second. From there, it will come to minus 2, decreasing velocity, negative velocity till 100 seconds. By reaching 100 seconds, it will stop. Understand, Mari?
Yes, sir.
That is the meaning of it. Till 0 to 50 seconds, it will go with the plus 2 meter per second velocity. From 50 to 100, it will come with the minus 2 meter per second velocity. Finally, at the time is equals to 100, it will become zero displacement. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you want to find, as Lingesh, you can find the displacement from velocity time graph. Yes or no? We studied.
Yes, sir.
Yes, all of you. From the velocity time graph, we can find the displacement or not. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you can see that as Lingesh said, displacement is equals to how much, Lingesh? Kishore? Zero.
Zero.
Shall we prove it now?
Zero, sir.
Shall we prove it? We'll prove it. You can see
Yes,
from this question. So first, under the graph, what is the area? Check it here. It is a rectangle. So this is the graph, area under this graph. Of course, I'll just erase it. Just wait. It's not a good color. So I will erase it. So this is the area under this graph. And here, this is the area under this graph. So can you tell me what is the area under this graph? Everybody, what is the displacement? Yes, please. Everybody check it. 50 into 2. Yes or no? All of you? Area under the graph. 50 into 2, which is equals to how many meters?
100. 100 meters.
Here, what is the displacement? 100 minus 50. So this is negative actually. So what is the displacement? 50 into minus 2, which is equals to what is the displacement?
Minus 100
Minus 100. So if I'll add both, plus 100 plus minus 100, what is the displacement?
Zero. Zero.
Varandecha, clear?
Yes, sir.
Lingesh, clear Lingesh now? Sanjay? Darshan? That is what. Okay. So you can find it that also, but it's not necessary now. So that's why we are not concentrating on it. I hope you all understand. Alfin, Sangamitrai, no response at all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do it. See that one question is taking how
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. So complete it. Next
Sir,
question.
not clear in the
Yes.
answer.
Which one, Sanjay?
Sir, not clear in the criteria of the second criteria of the question.
Which second criteria? This one, reverse.
No. Swipe down.
Here.
Yeah.
Sanjay, check the velocity time graph. Velocity time graph, constant velocity. What you have drawn the graph? Parallel to x-axis or y-axis? Check it.
Sir, no, sir. Can you swipe above?
Okay.
50 above.
This
Yes.
okay. See, Mari. Sorry, sir, Sanjay. At 50 seconds, what is her position? At post office or at home? Where she is? Where she is, Sanjay? At 50 seconds. She is at post office. Correct a letter box. Okay, Sanjay. So nothing, Sanjay. Just see that. Your house is marked at 0 scale. Your your reading is, this is our house and this is our post office. Your house is at 0 meters. That 0 meters means that distance starting point is 0 meter scale, and your post office is at 100 meters point. This is what it is. Now, when you are moving from house to post office, your initial point is 0. and your final point is 100. So on time is here 0 and here is 50. So what is your velocity? So velocity is equals to displacement by time. So means what? Final displacement minus initial displacement divided by final time minus initial time. So I will take 100 minus 0 divided by 50 minus 0, which is equals to 100 divided by 50, which is equals to 2 meter per second. Is it okay, Sanjay? This is clear. Velocity from house to post office. Okay, wa? You respond only, correct. I am saying to your purpose only. Now,
Yeah.
now you are in post office. Now you reach to the post office. Is it okay, Sanjay? Now you are coming back to your home, reverse direction. Now what is your marking point? Your initial point is what? 100 or 0? Your initial point. Your initial point is 100. And by the time is equals to what? 50 seconds. And you reach to your home so that your final point is 0. Your final point is 0 meters and time is equals to 100 seconds. So by the time velocity is what? Final minus initial. Final is 0 minus initial is 100 divided by final time is 100 minus initial time is 50, which is equals to minus 50 divided by 50, which is equals to minus 2 meter per second. Okay, Sanjay? Now at least clear.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's all, Sanjay. Nothing is there. Okay.